What it do, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another ball review for you. This one I'm excited for because we've got the Equinox Solid. This ball is not released yet at the time that I'm making this video. It may be released now by the time I post it, I'm not sure, but at the time that I'm making this, it's not yet released. So this is really exciting for me. This is my first bowling ball review where the ball itself was not released, and I just got lucky. So newest ASIM Solid from Storm. It's got the A2S cover, so basically like your second version of the original A1S cover that the Pearl Equinox had. Same core. Colors on this thing are beautiful. I love these colors. This green, dark green and black and white. Looks so good. I'm going to compare it to the other ASIM Solid that Storm's got right now, the big one, the biggest one, the Ion Max. I'm excited for this one. I've got the same layout on both of these balls. It's my pin down layout. It's my favorite pin down layout that I like to use for these ASIM Solids. I found that this pin down layout works really good for me on these ASIM Solids, and pin up stuff works better for me on my pearls and shiny stuff. But it's 5 by 5 by 4.5, the VLS system. My PAP's changed a little bit, and I will show you that because this is the Ion Max with the 5 by 5 by 4.5, and you see my pin here is in my middle finger, whereas on the Equinox, same layout, but the pin is now in between the bridge. So PAP's changed a little bit, not a whole lot. It hasn't really changed my ball motion that much, but it's changed a little bit. We're gonna get started. I'm really excited. We just finished up league, so we're on probably a burnt up house shot. So this probably isn't the best condition for both of these balls right now, but I threw the Equinox Solid during league, so it's got a little bit of lane shine on it. The Ion Max has some lane shine on it as well, so it should be pretty close surface-wise, same layout, and we're going to try to make this as best as we can. So, but let's get it. So we're going to start with the Equinox Solid. I don't really know where I need to stand on this pair. So we're going to start where I was standing on my pair during league, which was 25, and throw it about third arrow, and we'll see what we can get. A lot of loft, but it looked good. So there you go. I'll throw another shot and show you all the flare. Wow, sending it. I can't remember the core numbers right off the top of my head. I never threw the original Equinox, so I don't know what the core numbers are, but let's see, there's your flare. Probably kind of hard to see. They're kind of being absorbed pretty quick, so, but it's got quite a bit of flare. Again, this is a pin down layout. I've got a 5-inch pin on it, so it doesn't flare quite as much as some other stuff that I have, but still quite a bit of flare. I'll put the core numbers on the screen because like I said, I haven't thrown the original Equinox, so I don't know what the core numbers are. That's a better shot. It looks good. It looks really good. I love the colors of it. I love how it looks going down the lane. The colors look really, really nice. There you go. So there's your flare. It's a pretty strong core, and the pearl cover on the original Equinox was pretty weak. So it was a really, really good house shot ball. And so far, for me at least tonight, this Equinox Solid looks just as good on the house shot. Down out a little, really. Try to pick up my speed a little bit. That's pretty good. Ooh. A little weak on the back end. That one kind of fell off my hand a little bit, so didn't continue through the pins as good as I would have liked. But it still struck. It didn't look horrible. It didn't go through the pins terribly. It did deflect a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Get a little more hand in it. Keep that speed up. Should be pretty good. That's better. Oh, that was such a good shot. That was so good. Unforgiving 10 pin. That was a really good shot. That's good right there. Ah, came in high. Man, this ball's a lot. This is a lot of ball. So it hooks early. It doesn't hook as early as the Ion Max, I don't think. I think this cover's a weaker cover on this Equinox Solid. I do know the original steak sauce cover stock on the Pearl Equinox was pretty weak, so I'd say this one is not going to be the strongest hooking solid cover stock out there, but it's definitely stronger compared to some. But we're going to throw the Ion Max, big hooking ball, see how it compares. So again, same layout on both of these bowling balls. I'm going to start in the same spot with the Ion Max that I've been throwing the Equinox, right at 25, about third arrow. And if I was a betting man, I'd say this Ion Max is going to hook earlier in the middle part of the lane, probably go through the face. Yep, there it goes. Oh, it went Brooklyn. Now, I really grabbed that one. I'll try not to grab it as much because I was really grabby on that one. That's better. Okay, so maybe a little bit in. It went a little further than what I was expecting. May have thrown it a pinch fast too, so it kind of slid a little bit. Oh, that's in. Okay. Okay, that was in even more than the last one. The Ion Max is not biting as early, and I'll show you all the flarings here for this one. Let me see. A little tighter flare than what the Equinox is. So the Ion Max isn't as biting as early on the lane, and I think that's partially due to because that ball has a lot more games on it than the Equinox does. That Ion Max has quite a few games on it, so it's probably got a little more lane shine than what the Equinox has. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that ball read about where I wanted it to, pretty early. I wouldn't say early, but it read in the middle part of the lane better than what the Equinox does. So that tells me that the cover on the Ion Max is stronger by a little bit compared to the Equinox. I can't remember the cover that's on this one. I think it's the NRG Nano Solid, something like that. One of the stronger cover stocks that Storm has. But it's definitely a stronger cover compared to the Equinox. So that one read a little bit earlier and actually went through the pins a little bit better. So we're going to try that again. See if we get another good shot like that. Not bad. I think I threw down just a pinch slow. You can see how much earlier that Ion Max is trying to read compared to the Equinox. And again, I think the only reason it's not reading earlier is because this Ion Max has way more games on it than the Equinox does. So the cover's probably a little more higher up in the grit with the lane shine. Pretty good. Yeah, so I got that one out a little early, and it read earlier as I expected. So cover on that one on the Ion Max is definitely stronger compared to the Equinox Solid. So now let's go back to the Equinox Solid and let's move with it. So we were on 25. Let's move an arrow left. Slow down a little bit with the ball speed, open up the angle, see what this ball can do. So now I'm probably gonna look around fourth arrow and between third and fourth, and let's see what we got. Okay, so came back, recovered. I did miss that one at the bottom, just a pinch, but it did recover, it did come back, and it struck. Standing on 30, I'll try to move my eyes in a little bit. And it's a better shot. Nice. That went through the pins a lot better. Typically, with these ASIM solids, you don't really want to move in too deep just because they read so early and they just don't have enough energy retention to pop off the back end and really go through the pins the right way. So these balls are better for straighter angles, fresher patterns. But again, this is not a fresh pattern, and I'm definitely not playing straighter angles. And this ball still looks really good. It's definitely not going to be up there with the Ion Max in terms of strength, It's definitely going to be a step down, at least maybe a step and a half, give or take. So if you've got a lighter volume, longer pattern, or if you've got some transition, then you can go to your Equinox Solid or use that one, and it would look really well. So we're gonna throw another shot from there, and I might throw a shot there from the Ion Max just to show you guys how much difference these bowling balls are. Oh, that's slow. I think that's slow. That was me. Did that ball really, really slow. I'm gonna try it again. Oh boy, that was all bad. But it carried. My footwork was bad. My release was bad. Everything was bad on that shot, and it still struck. So I'll put the core numbers up for the Ion Max as well. So now we're on 30, same spot with the Ion Max. See what we get. Oh boy, that was horrible. That wasn't great. It's pretty good. Yeah. So that was a really good shot. So as you can see with that ball there, I got it where I wanted. I threw it good. Release was good. Everything was good on it. And I really liked how it came off my hands. And you see that ball hooked. It hooked in the right spot, but the angle was just so steep on it. It just didn't have enough continuation on the back end. And it came in light, leaving a 7-pin. So if I were to stick with this ball right now where I'm standing, eventually I'd get to 2-8-10 territory, just because it would just start hooking too early. And if I move deeper into the pattern to try to get more oil, it's going to 2-10 and just come in really light. So, but the Equinox Solid from here looks pretty good. So we'll go back to it, throw one more good shot here, and then we'll move right and see what it does. Woo! Grabby. Cool. So that one carried, as you can see. Was that the greatest shot? No, it wasn't. It was not the greatest shot at all. But you can see that one wasn't a good shot, and it still carried. Still had enough energy to carry all the pins. Where the Ion Max I threw from there, same spot, good shot, and it died out on me. So Equinox is definitely a step down from your Ion Max. We're gonna move right now with the Equinox Solid, and we're gonna see what it does playing a little straighter, kind of flatten the hand a little bit, come up more of the back of it, and we'll see what we can get. Stand on about 20, which is 5 boards right from where we were started, and looking more up, pretty much up the track. And I'm going to try to step the speed up a little bit and flatten my hand out, keep more up the back, and we'll see what it does. Okay, hooked immediately, which I expected. I mean, it's a solid, it's an ASIN, it's going to hook early. It wants to try to hook early. Not bad. Cool. All right, so that was a little better. I've had to throw that really flat though, and that's why you can see that ball just deflected. Flat 10. I mean, I had to throw it flat to be able to at least hit the pocket. So now, let me see if I can find a middle ground with my release and try to get a little more better continuation through the pins. But I'm worried, and I think that if I put any more hand in this ball, it's going to overhook on me, probably go through the nose. But we'll see. May not. It's better. Yep. Yep, that's what I thought. So moving, and again, this isn't a fresh house shot either, so maybe on a fresh house shot that would look a little bit better than what it does right now. Let's close this video out. Move back left. Beautiful. It looks so good. Nice. There we go. And on a good one. Well, there you have it, guys. There's a review of the new Equinox Solid from Storm Bowling. I really like this ball. I love how it looks. Love the colors. It smells amazing. And I really like how it rolls. It's got an early enough read that you can use it on certain fresh conditions, I'd say. If you got, maybe a higher friction house, or you've got a house shot that's got a little less volume of oil, the Equinox, solid, really good option for you for your house shots. I'd say it'd be really good on flatter patterns as well if you do sport shot stuff. Again, it's definitely your step down from your Ion Max. It's not the biggest, strong hooking ASIM ball that Storm's got, but it's definitely up there. It's probably ball 2 or 3 in your bag. If y'all enjoyed the video, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Messenger pigeons, send them on. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.